Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part 3 of the reco station build. Uh, I've got two of I've got one of the end walls and one of the side walls up since the last video. I don't know if you can see that well. And there we go. Got the doors on, got the holes that we cut squared up and put the doors in. And I also put a window on the end piece there. Got that hole cut and squared up. And I realize this is turned in more of a scratch building project than it is an actual kit build. But sometimes that's the way that goes. And on the other piece, for the front side, or the street side, we'll say, when I made that cut, I actually cut it too short than what I needed. So what I had to do is cut another piece and seam it in right here, and used a piece of styrene as a backing just to kind of hold it in place right there. And I got to looking at it, and I decided to use the smaller door as well. After I got to looking at it and just kind of studying it a little bit, and I actually think it kind of looks good. It gives it a little different appearance. But I had to seam another piece in right there, and you can kind of see. And what I'm going to do to kind of hide those seams, once you get it weathered and all, it's going to take some of it out. But I've made some little meter boxes or call boxes, whatever you want to call them. I learned this from watching Modeler Man Mike's videos and the little call boxes he makes. But all it is just a little piece of scrap styrene. I actually think this is left over from a piggyback car kit that I had, a piece that I didn't use, and I had two of them. And what I did was just square them up. I don't know if you can see that very well right there. Cut a little piece of styrene, glued it to the back to give it something flush to glue to, and just some regular little spool of wire that you get from Walmart, craft wire, and drilled a hole on each end and run the wire through. And I'm going to mount them right on the seam. And these can be power boxes or tall boxes or whatever. I mean, it's just, I think it's going to add, give the building just a little more character, a little something to look at. And I'm going to put them right over the seams, and that's going to cover the seams up. And you won't be able to see them once the model is built and weathered. But this is just regular craft wire. It bends real easy. And I'm gonna drill a little hole right on the bottom where I can run the wire through. And I'm gonna run it up just as if it goes on up into the ceiling. I'm actually gonna snip it off. I'm gonna put a little dab of glue on the back. Kind of hold that box in place. Not gonna use a bunch. Let that glue take a hold. I put just a dab on the ceiling over there. enough to kind of give that wire something to hold to. Not much, just a bit. I'm going to snip it off right at the edge. I'm going to snip it off the back too, so it really doesn't have to. That's going to go right on top of that seam, and you're not going to be able to tell it was there. On this one here, we'll do the same thing. I'm going to test it right there. So I'm going to test. I don't want the wire to push it back from the end of the platform there, so I'm just going to use that to mark my hole. I'm going to run my wire through. I'm still getting used to this overhead camera. Y'all bear with me. And like I said, I apologize. This has turned in more of a scratch building project than it has anything else. And I knew there was going to be some changes, but I really didn't realize it was going to be this much. But that's part of it. That's one of the things about modeling. We're going to make them just a little bit different heights. And then we'll glue that there and mount the wall up on the side of the building. But I just want to take a minute and show you that, and when we come back we'll be ready to cut the roof and get those ready, and then we'll start working on the main part. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you shortly.